Hello and welcome to TalkFCB and welcome back here to the channel, guys, to a news roundup coming up for you today. Obviously yesterday was not the start that we wanted with the season, but of course life does go on, and in today's video there's some very important points to bring you and some very important details to touch on. Of course, we are going to be talking about Philippe Coutinho's confirmed move to Bayern Munich and all the details there on that one, and of course what exactly that means for Neymar Jr. Is he going to come or is the deal off? In today's video, it's all discussed. It's coming up for you. Let's do this! But if I start first and foremost here by quickly discussing Luis Suarez and his current situation with regard to the injury that he suffered in yesterday's game against Athletic. Of course, he was substituted there midway through the first half, around 33 minutes. He came off there clutching his calf and he did have an ice pack on it there on the bench right throughout the game. After that, of course, tests were carried out this morning in Barcelona, and it has determined now that Suarez there has an injured right calf. It's not yet known the severity of that, and interestingly enough, Messi, of course, also injured his right calf. So very, very similar problems there. We don't know yet how serious it is for Suarez, and the club are keeping that very, very close to their chest right now. They say the injury length there will be determined by Suarez's recovery, and exactly when he returns is going to be evaluated as he begins the rehabilitation process. So let's wait and see exactly how long Suarez is out for, but right now, a calf injury doesn't look great. But if we move on now to the transfer situation, starting with Philippe Coutinho and the confirmed deal that has taken place there, that we'll see Coutinho join Bayern Munich on loan. That is now official. It was announced yesterday after the game by Bayern themselves, and he'll join there on loan for the coming season. But I want to tell you there's some of the details behind that loan deal, the numbers behind it, and financially, what a good deal it does look to be for Barcelona as a whole. We start here with the loan fee. The loan fee for this move is going to be between 15 and 20 million euros just to sign him for the coming season. Because of course, essentially, loan deals are free operations. You can get somebody in on loan, and of course you don't pay a transfer fee for them. But in the loan deals, you often pay a loan fee up front to actually have that player for the coming season, and Bayern there are going to be paying between 15 to 20 million euros for that chance. Also, Bayern are going to be covering Philippe Coutinho's full wages for the coming season, which there equates at around 12 million euros for the coming season, and that means there that basically you add the loan fee and you add the wages combined. Bayern there are going to be paying around 32 million euros to have Coutinho for the upcoming season, and ultimately saving Barcelona that money as well, particularly on the wages. And at the end of that loan deal, if things go well, if Coutinho impresses at Bayern, I do wish him the very best there. I hope that he can go there and recapture some confidence and actually show himself to the very, very good player that he is. I really do hope that he has a good time there in Germany. And at the end of that, if Bayern do wish to take him there on a permanent deal, an option stands for 120 million euros. So that's 15 to 20 million in the loan fee. They're going to cover his wages, and at the end of it, they will have an option to buy, reportedly, for around 120 million euros. But interestingly, with this Coutinho deal, it's not just about that loan fee, and it's not just about the wages that have hugely benefited Barcelona in this deal, because you've also got to take into account here the outstanding figures that we still owe Liverpool with regard to the variables when we signed Coutinho back in 2018. Because of course, when you remember we signed Coutinho, it was a massive, massive transfer fee, the biggest ever in our club's history if you combine the entire fee there with the upfront fee and also what we paid in variables. Because of course here, we signed Coutinho for 120 million euros in Liverpool with the addition there of 40 million in variables, which could equate to 160 million for the entire deal, which of course is huge, huge money, and I think was massively inflated, no doubt about that. But of course, we signed him there for 120 million fixed. There was 40 million there in variables, and they haven't all been paid. We haven't paid all of those variables there for Coutinho, which means that we still owe Liverpool money from this deal if certain variables are met throughout his time at Barcelona. Now, the variables that we're going to save here by Coutinho going to Bayern are certainly very, very big indeed. The one big one here is 20 million euros is going to have to be paid to Liverpool once Coutinho has played 100 matches for Barcelona. Now, because he's going to Bayern, perhaps maybe his time at Barcelona is potentially over. He will not reach that landmark, and as a result, Barcelona will not be paying 20 million there in that instalment to Liverpool for the transfer. Another one that we're going to save is 5 million euros, because it was in the deal there that if Coutinho won the Champions League with Barcelona, we'd have to pay Liverpool after that success 5 million euros, and we're also going to save that too. So that right there, with those two variables, that could be 25 million saved there that we still owe Liverpool for this transfer, and if Coutinho had stayed this season, he may well have achieved both of those things. But at the same time here, guys, while this all may seem rosy from a financial point of view, of course, Coutinho's going out, we're saving on the wages, a big loan fee, we're also going to be saving on those variables, and that's all good there from a financial standpoint. The club there are going to be thinking, that's that's good business. It's the best we could do in a difficult situation. We've managed to get Coutinho out, save on that money. We weren't able to sell him, but we've done the next best thing. But at the same time, you're kind of wondering now, as a Barcelona fan, who exactly is going to come in? Because you've got to face the facts here. Philippe Coutinho, even though he was low on confidence, even though we didn't really find a true role for him in the Barcelona team, he was still a very, very big player, a big name, somebody there who cost an awful lot of money, brought in as a marquee signing, and still, are we going to replace him? Are we actually now going to bring anybody in? Or is it simply Coutinho leaving, we're going to be happy financially, but that's the end of it? Because you've got to say here, we expected Coutinho to be involved in that Neymar deal. We expected there Coutinho to leave if we were bringing in Neymar in return. But of course, with Coutinho to Bayern, he is no longer there going to be involved in the Neymar deal, and that is when we come on to the Neymar latest. Because right now, for me certainly, the Neymar deal is in big disarray. And I think certainly we're moving very, very quickly now away from this deal, simply because the Coutinho situation has really made it very, very difficult for Barcelona to actually reach a deal. Coutinho was always the man who was key in that operation. He was the big ploy there from Barcelona. We'll get Neymar, we'll bring him in, but we'll give you Coutinho in exchange. He was the big name player that we'd exchange along with somebody else, possibly a bit of cash there to get Neymar in. And now that Coutinho's gone to Bayern, he cannot be used, and that means we will have to fork out an extraordinary amount of money if we want to sign Neymar. Either that right now, or it's going to be a loan deal, which I don't think PSG are going to agree to, or you're going to be putting somebody in there who we didn't think would be involved. Someone like Dembele maybe could be included in the deal, but I still don't feel like that's going to happen. Right now, this is looking difficult. L'Equipe last night, after Coutinho's deal to Bayern was announced, they came out and said Barcelona and Neymar right now are looking further apart than ever after that Coutinho deal, because it's so difficult now to make that happen. And Thomas Tuchel actually came out today, and even though he said that Neymar will not be playing tomorrow, he's not going to be playing as PSG play Rennes in Liga 1, he's not going to feature, he did come out and say that he was certainly looking to bring Neymar back into the fold if and when he could. He said, with Neymar, we are stronger. There's no question about that. We all know about Neymar's quality. If there is no solution for him this summer, of course, Neymar will remain at Paris Saint-Germain. And I'm just feeling some signs right now from PSG. It started with Leonardo, the sporting director, now with Thomas Tuchel. They're just saying some things now. They're trying to open that door back up. And of course, the relationship between PSG and Neymar is still very broken. But if no deal can be reached, he is going to remain there. And of course, Real Madrid are on the scene as well. Barcelona are still trying. There's still reports in the Spanish media that Barcelona want to make this deal happen. But without Coutinho, it's so difficult, especially right now, given our financial situation. We're struggling to afford it. We really are. We have been all summer struggling to find the money, and that's when you're thinking, where is it going to come from now to bring Neymar in? How can this happen? However, like anything right now in the transfer window, do not rule anything out. Stranger things and crazier things for sure have happened in the past, and Sport, who've been heavily involved in the Neymar story right throughout the summer, they have not given up on this deal. They've actually said here that Bartomeu now has taken over negotiations with Neymar. He will make one final big offensive offer there for the player this weekend, and they actually say there one final face-to-face meeting with PSG is not ruled out. Barcelona still believe they can complete this operation, even if it will be very complicated, say Sport, and they've actually gone here for a completely different angle when it comes to Coutinho's exit. They actually believe here that it was a ploy from Barcelona to actually help the Neymar deal. They believe here that Barcelona loaned Coutinho to Bayern Munich simply to take Real Madrid out of the running for Neymar Jr. this summer. Sport go on to say here that Bale was apparently very close there to joining Bayern. They were the only club who were going to take Bale away from Real Madrid this summer, and Barcelona got wind of that, and they thought, right, if Bale is going to be going to Bayern, suddenly then Real Madrid will have more funds to go out and get Neymar. They then will have the upper hand. So Barcelona thought, no, we're going to send Coutinho to Bayern, we're going to accelerate that process. Bayern now will not be signing Bale, and that means that Real Madrid will be severely handicapped when it comes to signing Neymar. So they believe actually that Barcelona, by giving Coutinho to Bayern, have actually enhanced their chances of signing Neymar. But I think certainly from Sport, that is a really big reach right there, because it still doesn't answer the question. We haven't really got an abundance of money there for Neymar. Yes, we've got a 20 million loan fee, but that's not really going to get you Neymar. Right here and now, we haven't got a huge injection of cash to go out and get this man. Now we don't have really anybody to exchange for Neymar Jr. And I just want to say right here and now, guys, I think the feeling for quite a while now in this transfer window has been very much this. Under Ernesto Valverde, would it even be worth bringing in Neymar? Yes, he's a wonderful player. The individual quality is insane. And of course, he's proven that he can work with many of our current players to the maximum of his ability. But at the same time, under Valverde right now, by bringing in Neymar, it would almost be bringing in yet another individual player with huge quality for a huge amount of money, and almost like we're throwing them at Valverde, just thinking hopefully one of these guys can make it happen. Hopefully some of this individual quality can just come out and deliver us the Champions League title. There's no plan there. There's not a plan of action. There's not really a footballing idea. All we're doing right now is throwing individual player after individual player at Ernesto Valverde and thinking, please, 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 hopefully one of these works, because we cannot rely on the sporting plan and the philosophy of the coach himself. And that's what it feels like right now. If we sign Neymar, if we do throw another huge player at Valverde, will he even make it work? Will he even deliver us the football that we want with the abundance of quality players that he has? I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure. Valverde, of course, is the man here to bring the best out of these players. It hasn't happened yet, and even if you give him another one, there's no guarantees that it would make things better. Let me know what you feel in the comments down below, guys. What do you think on the Neymar situation? What do you think of Coutinho's deal there going to Bayern Munich? Let me know in the comments down below. I will see you soon, of course, with more videos. Let's hope for better times ahead. Let's hope here for a reaction from Barcelona. I'll see you soon. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.